Hey guys, this is me a couple of hours. So let me remind you guys once again what I did. I did nose tip revision, so the bridge, they didn't do anything at all, just the tip. They make it a little bit higher, and they also make the droopiness, because my nose before was a little bit drooping down, a little bit better, so the curve is nice. And the second one is fat grafting, taking fat from my thigh. Later I will show you where they take it from, and inserting it on my forehead, which my forehead is very freaking huge right now. As you can see, I look like a blowfish. I seriously look like a blowfish, but don't worry, the fat that is injected, let's say it's 100%. Later on, after 3 to 6 months, the fat that would survive on my face would only be up to like 20 to 30% of fat that would survive. Like the rest would just be gone, because not all fat can survive. When you like move fat from a place to another place, not all would survive. Maybe just 30 to 40% would survive. So this is what's going to happen later. They gave me a thread lift, a temporary thread lift that is going to just dissolve in 6 months on the cheeks area, just to pulling it up, like inserting a thread, and then I guess to make the skin more pulled up, and it's gonna dissolve in 6 months. The effect will be gone in 6 months. That's just, you know, an extra something that I might want to see with the result. Like, it's not gonna show a lot of difference. What's not gonna be gone in 6 months is this elasticum band. It's gonna stay there, and the effect will last for 4 to 5 years, and the band itself is not dissolvable. So it's not a permanent treatment, the elasticum band. It's a semi-permanent treatment that the effect would show for 4 to 5 years. The band would not be dissolvable. You can take it out later, 4 to 5 years later, if you want to, but the doctor do note that if you don't feel the need to take it out, it will not bother your everyday life. It wouldn't feel like anything at all. It would just sit there forever if you don't take it out, which is fine. That's what they say. Like, I don't need to take it out if I don't want to, but let's say if I want to take it out 4 to 5 years from now, it's fine also. So that is it. Nose tip revision, fat grafting, taking the fat from my front thighs, and then thread lifting on the side of my cheeks, and elasticum procedure on my jawline. The elasticum procedure also lets the doctor take out some of the fat that is under my neck. My double chin is somewhat gone, but I'm not sure because it's still bandaged up very tightly, so I'm not sure how it looks like without the bandage. But the doctor did remove the fat under my jaw pretty much, so I hope I don't have a double chin anymore, because I had double chin before. I'll show you a photo. So usually when patients does elasticum treatment, they would also take the fat out. It's like a one-go kind of procedure. I don't see any swelling yet on the bottom of my eyes. I might see it tomorrow or the next day, I'm not sure, because I did have swelling the second and third day last year when I did my nose surgery or rhinoplasty. So yeah, this is it. So here is what my thigh looks like. I'm wearing double panties just to make sure that it's not see-through. I'm wearing double panties. Anyways, they took the fat from the front of my thigh each, so it would still be balanced, and they took it from this area right here on the bikini line. They insert a tube, a very small tube, to take the fat from the front of my thighs. If I wear a bikini, it wouldn't even show. And also this part, you can see the bandage, the white bandage. And I don't feel anything at all. I'm fine. It doesn't hurt. I don't even feel any soreness. But when I touch it a little bit, I do feel it's a little bit sore. But when I just move around, walk around the hotel area, I don't feel sore at all. It's fine. I don't feel pain at the spot where they insert the tube. So yeah, my thigh is fine. Post-surgery day 1. So yesterday was my surgery day, and today is the first day after the surgery. How about you, Beb? How long has it been?
7, sekarang tanggal 14 ya. Yep. 7.
It has been officially a week for Daniel's eyes. How do you feel?
Nothing.
You feel fine?
Yeah.
No pain?
No.
Okay, well, I feel fine on my face. I don't feel my nose at all. There's no pain at all. On my ear, where they take the cartilage for my nose, it has a little bit of pain. Just from a scale of 1 to 10, maybe just a half. Very, very tiny amount of pain. Nothing at all. On my fat graft areas, forehead, cheeks, I don't feel pain. I just feel that it's stiff to move around because there's new fat inside that is taken from my thighs. As for my elasticum area, where they take out the fat from my double chin and then insert like a band to make my jawline more tight and more defined, it has a little bit of pain. Last night was very hard for me to sleep. The pain last night was almost about 4 to 5.
Scale day 1 to 10.
1 to 10,
Okay.
it's almost about 4 to 5. The pain for my neck. I don't feel any pain on my face. And it was very hard for me to sleep because it's a little bit painful. I took the painkiller, doesn't really help, but finally I slept. Today though, the pain on my neck is not gone, but it's way better than before. Let's say yesterday was 4 to 5 on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain. Right now it's about 2. It's fine. So it's a little bit hard to move just because that I have a lot of tape on my neck. That's it. The pain is still there, but it's not as much as before. So I guess I can say if you guys are interested in getting this elasticum treatment, the pain will be disturbing you a little bit on day 1, but day 2 it's gonna be fun. Okay, so what do we have here, babe?
Pumpkin juice.
It's pumpkin juice. So we bought this pumpkin juice. We bought 2 boxes actually. 1 box, another box somewhere over there. Just like last year when I did my rhinoplasty or nose surgery, I bought a box of pumpkin juice. People who have done surgery told me that drinking pumpkin juice will make the swollen parts of your face from surgery decrease faster. So it is suggested that you drink about 3 pouches a day, but not more than 5 pouches because it might give you diarrhea. So we're gonna drink it now. Do you like the taste? What does it taste like? For people who never tried pumpkin juice before, describe it to them. You told me yesterday it tastes like
sweet tamarind.
sweet tamarind.
Yes.
There's an Indonesian drink, namanya apa?
Sari asam.
There's an Indonesian drink called sari asam, which Daniel, the taste is similar to. Maybe you would like to try sari asam for Indonesian citizens.
Sari asam, right?
You finished it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. It's called sari asam.
Show it. Show the picture.
Sari asam asli.
Daniel says it tastes like that. I think it tastes fine. I thought pumpkin juice will be like heavy and thick and hard to swallow and something like that. But no, this is a really, really watery, just like drinking apple juice, but it tastes like pumpkin. I've never even tasted the actual pumpkin fruit. Have you ever?
No.
Never. So, have you finished your medicine?
Yes. In day 5, I think.
Day 5, you have finished all of your medicine.
Yeah.
How many painkillers did you take?
I think 1.
1 only. Just
Yeah.
like my rhinoplasty last year. I only took 1 painkiller.
1, it's not for my eye, for my headache.
Oh, okay. He took the painkiller because he had a headache, not because his eye is being painful. So,
Scale 1 to 10, I think it's 1, I think.
from a scale of 1 to 10, my whole face, apart from my neck, is also just 1 or 2. But last night, my neck is painful. Like about 5. Like it's not unbearable, but it becomes unbearable because it doesn't stop, because it keeps on throbbing throughout the night. That's what makes it unbearable for me. If I only feel it like for 2 hours, the pain, it would be fine, but it stays throughout the whole night. I even woke up a couple of times at night still feeling the stiffness and the pain. The pain is like sore, like when you are hit by something and your skin turns blue. The feeling of the pain is like that. And now it's a little bit itchy. Is your eyes itchy? Not at all?
No.
Never have any desire to scratch?
If I touch this, yeah, I want to scratch it.
If you don't touch it,
Yeah.
there's
There's nothing bothering.
I think it's because all of the tapes are bothering me. That's why I want to scratch more. So on day 5, you have finished all of your medicines. For me, I have just started last night, so I still have a lot of medicine to go. His medicine is actually more complicated. The application medicine.
Yeah, because I have 2 eye drops.
2 eye drops,
2 ointment.
2 ointments and 1 eye solution to wash his eyes in the morning, and if he feels that his eyes is dry. A lot more application medicine that he has to use. As of me, I just need to clean my nose wound. They did incision inside my nostrils this time. So if you have seen my vlog last year, they did incision on the outside part of my nose, which is on this side, and then on the center, because they need to put silicone on this area and then ear cartilage on this area, and also reduce the nose size from the side. It's called ailuroplasty, reducing this size. So my nose was, I guess, about this big, and then it was reduced to this big. So that's why there was a lot of outside incisions. Now they just make an inside incision, so you cannot really see it. So I just need to clean those wounds with 2 solutions and then just apply ointment. That's it. Tomorrow is our checkup day again. I think I will get all of my bandages off, but not yet the stitches. I'm not sure about him. Maybe he will get all of his stitches off. He still has a little bit of stitches left, so they took half of the stitches off. Still some is there, and I think it's gonna be tomorrow. We will definitely update you guys on that. As of for me, it's gonna be my first checkup, so I think they're just gonna address all of the wounds. So that is it for our update. What date is it?
14. Valentine.
It's Valentine's Day actually. It's February the 14th, 2019. So today we don't really have any scheduled appointments or checkups to the clinic. We're just gonna spend the day resting and taking care of our wounds and maybe going out for a lunch and dinner. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Still 1 day after surgery. It's getting a little bit hard to breathe through my nostrils. In the neck pain, it comes and goes, but still it's very annoying, this part.
How do you feel?
아주 좋은 것 같다고. 쌍꺼풀도 지금 본인이 원하는 높이대로.
Recovery looks good. The thickness is also will be
졸린
better.
듯한 느낌도 다 없어졌고.
And the sleepy looking is improved a lot. 만져보면 자기가 이제 다리가 펴 느껴지는
이번에 다 이러고 흡수가.
will get released and softer over time as the swelling subsides, so you don't need to worry about it.
Thank you.
not too long so that my fat graft can still be okay.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey guys, this is still day 2 after my surgery, and today I just finished my clinic visit. They changed some tapes on my neck, they take off the bandages on my thigh, they take off the bandages on my ear as well. So I'm going to update you guys on how I look today. So if you see some mini tapes around my face, there are some here on top of my brows, on my cheeks, and there was one near my temple, but it's now gone, also on this side. So this is where the fat of the fat graft was injected from. So again, they took fat from my thigh and then they injected on my cheeks. They insert a very small tube right here to inject the fat inside this part. They inject here to put some fat to my other cheek, inject here and here to put some fat on my forehead. And there's also a little bit of scar below my ear lobe, I think. I cannot really see it, but maybe you can see. Below my earlobe, there is a little scar where they did the liposuction for my neck area to get rid of my double chin. And then behind my ear, there is a scar in which they insert the elasticum band. It's also here as well, so both of my ear has some scar. The very small scar is to do the liposuction for my double chin, and then the bigger scar is to insert the elasticum band. And one extra scar on my right ear is where they did a little incision to get a little bit more of my ear cartilage once more, because I did my rhinoplasty a year ago. They took some ear cartilage on my right ear, and now they take it again. Still on my right ear, they are trying to avoid my left ear as much as possible, so if one ear is enough, then they will only use one ear. Yes, they did take a little bit more ear cartilage from my right ear and then put it on my nose tip, because yes, I did get a nose tip revision. There is a little bit of scar on my bikini line near here. It is when they're trying to harvest some fat from the front of my thigh, left and right. So there's a little bit of scar here, but it's a very small dot. You can't really see it, and it would eventually just disappear because it's such a small dot. You can even see it on my ear. It's not really that visible. So I will do another checkup on Monday. This is Friday. I will do another checkup in 3 days, and I think I will finally take off the neck bandages on Monday, and maybe also the nose bandages on Monday. I'm not sure, but I will definitely update you guys on Monday. This time, this surgery is easier for me because I am able to put on contact lenses or wear glasses even directly after I finish my surgery, because as long as I do not tug on my skin to put on contact lens, or as long as the glasses doesn't give any pressure to my cheek, then it's fine, and I already did test it out. Another note, I would like to let you know, if you ever are planning on getting a fat graft on your face, be prepared to have a very oily face for about 5 to 7 months. Because my friend suddenly did her fat graft a year ago when I did my rhinoplasty, and now I'm doing fat graft, and yes, I can feel the oiliness on my face very much, especially on my forehead. Super freaking oily. The days before my surgery, my face in Korea, because it's winter, it's so dry. I need to put layers and layers of moisturizers, and that's not even enough. After the fat graft, it's soaking with oil. It's oiling all the time, and I can't really wash my face, so it's gonna be oily for, I guess, about a week without you being able to wash your face. Oh well, I can't wash my face because of my elasticum and because of my nose tip revision, but I'm not sure. Maybe after fat graft you can wash your face. I'm not sure, but for my case, because of my rhinoplasty and my elasticum, I cannot wash my face for the whole week, so it's gonna be super oily. I don't mind the oiliness, it's just that my hair sticks to my face very easily after my fat graft, and yes, it's pretty oily. In Korea it's fine, but if I come back to Indonesia, because Indonesia is such a very hot place and Jakarta is super hot and full of pollution, oily skin is not that good because oil would just trap all the dust and dirt when you travel on the road. So yeah, you gotta be prepared for the super oily face for about a couple of months, and then your skin will gradually come back to the way it was. If your skin was dry, and then it would come back to dry about 6 months after that. If your skin is oily from the start, it would just come back to your original state. Gonna help me apply ointment on the back of my ear where they did the incision to harvest my ear cartilage. And I need to do this once a day. Okay, thank you, babe.
Hey guys, it's the 18th of February. It's 5 days after my surgery, and I'm waiting for a cab to take me to the clinic. How's your face, Young? Can I see your eyes? Madam? Okay. Cool. They're the ones that's gonna take care of me today.
Hey everyone, so this is me right after they take the tape of my elasticum off, and I can't believe how sharp my jawline is. And this is not with, you know, jaw surgery, like bone cutting kind of surgery. No, not at all. It's super defined now. Ooh, I'm so excited to see like the finished result, that because it's still super swollen. My face is still considered very swollen. They say that 3 to 6 months you can finally see, you know, what the result really truly is like. But even now, right now, 5 days after the surgery, I already feel the difference on my neck area. Yay! And as for my fat graft, it's still very swollen, so my face is swollen to the side, so it's a little bit wide right now, my face, but later it would decrease. So the fat graft is injected like only to give volume to the front, like for the side profile. It doesn't supposed to widen the face at all, so it's totally fine. It's normal that the face swells to the side for at least 1 or 2 months, and then it would just gradually return back to the way it was. But the fat that is here will maintain, not as much as this. This is still considered very swollen, but it would still maintain somewhat. Like I said before, fat graft, if you inject 100%, 20 to 30% of the fat cells would survive. The rest would just comes out in an oil form. Like that's why my face is super oily, or it would just be sucked back into the body. So yeah, this is what my forehead looks like. So I told the nurse that my eyes look a little bit smaller than before, because I know my eyes are pretty big and I never really do any incisions or any kind of surgery on my eye, no. So I realized because when I put on my circle lenses, I put on contact lenses, right, I felt that it's my eye socket, the eye hole is not as big as before. It's a little bit hard to put on my contact lenses, and so I asked the nurse, is it supposed to make my eyes look smaller, because I guess a lot of people don't want their eyes to be smaller. So she says currently your eyes is somewhat small because of the swollen cheeks and forehead. It pushes your eyes closer together, and then this part is also a little bit swollen because of my nose surgery. So yes, it's kind of a little bit swollen, but later on, like I said, 1 or 2 months from now, the swelling would be somewhat gone, and then the size of my eyes would go back to normal. So yeah, I guess I would just like to update you on that. This is my 5th day. They have finally taken off the bandage. This is where they made incision to get the fat off of my neck, the double chin. So liposuction incision, also each on my left and right ear as well. Oh my god, I'm so happy with the neck result. Yay! Can't wait to see the fat graft and the nose. Oh yes, they're going to take the stitches off from my nose in 2 days from now. So my surgery was on the 13th. This is now the 18th of February. They're going to take the stitches off from my nose on the 20th. And I'm going to have my flight back to Indonesia on the 21st. So that's a little bit tight. But yeah, they're going to take my nose stitches off on the 20th. They cleaned my nose already, and they say my wound is healing fine, although I still need to apply ointments regularly every day on my nose and on the back of my ear. So yeah, that is it for my update on the 5th day. That I'm going to do my checkup. Tomorrow I'm going to take my flight to go back to Indonesia at 5 p.m. Hey guys, this is the 20th of February. I did my surgery on the 13th, so it has been exactly a week after my surgery, and today is my last visit to the clinic because tomorrow I'm going to go back to Indonesia. And today at the clinic they took off the stitches inside my nose. Turns out that they only did incision on one side of my nostril, which is my right nostril, so they did some incision inside here, but they didn't actually do any incision on my left nostril, which is amazing. So the doctor was able to work by only making one incision on my right nostril, and it's inside, so there's not really any visible scar. So let me tell you some stuff that I can and cannot do for several days and months ahead. So Nana from Beauty Korea made sure that I remember what I can and cannot do. These are what I wrote down. So I need to put the ointment, this, it's called Affexin, the brand. I need to apply ointment inside my nostrils for about 3 more days from now. And then they gave my neck some tapes. Also on the back of my ear there are still some tapes as well, and I'm suggested to keep that tape as long as I can for at least 3 to 4 days. I can actually finally wash my face tonight with water, but for facial foam or like any soap for my face, I need to wait till tomorrow. But tonight I can finally wash my face because I have not yet put water on my face for 7 days. Wow. Okay, so and again tomorrow I can do facial wash, but tonight I can only do water. And I'm supposed to be able to do makeup tomorrow, but I did it tonight, so don't follow my lead. But yeah, I can do makeup tomorrow, but a big note that I cannot really pat my face too hard, because again, even if they don't tell me that, I would still avoid do the pat motion on my face. My face right now, if you do fat graft, your face will feel so full. Even if you smile, you will feel like everything is like, oh my god, so full inside. It's like everything is just inside. That's why I look so, well, you can tell I look really chubby. If you see some of my previous videos or photos, my face is not as wide, but because all of the fat cells that are injected to my cheeks and to my forehead, I look pretty bloated. So that's why smiling already makes my cheeks look so chubby. But again, it would not be as chubby because again, the fat cells would probably die. 80% of it, 20% would survive. And the things that I cannot do is I cannot do any sauna or hot baths for at least a month, and avoid hot places. And also, still because of the fat graft, I need to avoid any massage on my face area for about 3 months, because they say the first 3 months is very crucial for the fat to survive or not. It's on those time span. 3 months is whether or not the fat cells inside the face would survive or not. Also because of that, I need to maintain my diet for about 3 months. So I'm not suggested to eat more, but I am also not suggested to eat less. Since this is real fat taken from other parts of your body, like for example mine is taken from the front part of my thighs. So yeah, I need to maintain it by not getting skinnier. If I get skinnier, the fat would just be gone, like getting skinnier. So because of the elasticum band treatment on my neck to get rid of my double chin, because of those treatments, sometimes it can be a little bit too tight. Usually I feel that way when I go outside and it's exposed to the cold. Because of the cold, maybe the band would shorten, that's why it would tighten. So to make it more comfortable for me, to not make it too tight, I can apply hot or warm towel to my neck, so the elasticum band would loosen up, and then I wouldn't feel too tight on my neck. Because when I do this, I actually do feel some tightness. The feeling is like, just try to put like a small rope from your neck to below and to your other neck. It's suggested to put something warm in there so it would loosen up, so I don't really feel like choked. But even though when I'm exposed to the cold and when it turns a little bit too tight, it wouldn't feel like your neck is choked or something like that, no, but it would feel a little bit uncomfortable if you feel that way for a long period of time. So that is suggested if you feel like the band is too tight. Until now, even though I'm exposed to the very, very cold weather, I still don't really need to apply hot towel because I still feel fine. And I'm also going to finish my medicine as of tonight. And it is okay to take some painkillers if I need them, but I don't really need them. Another note, my thighs are a little bit bruising because they did liposuction to harvest some fat cells for my fat graft, right? So I cannot do like very hard rubbing massages on my thigh, but I can do very light massages to, you know, to help with the bruising. Like let's say with some lotion or some oil, I do very light massages. That's okay. That can actually help get rid of the bruising faster. But hard massages, like, because I like Balinese massages, I really do love massages, by the way, that I cannot do for at least a month until my thigh is somewhat all better. Then I can do the Balinese massage. But aside from that, I just want to update you guys on my face. It is pretty swollen on the sides because of the fat graft. Makes my cheeks super bloated. There you go. And also they did elasticum and thread lifting, pulling my skin up to, I guess, to this area. So all of the fat or all of the mass from this part is pulled up. So that's why it makes my cheeks look even more fuller. The fat graft plus pulling everything up here, so everything is concentrated to this point. So that's why my face shape is like this right now. But I'm actually really happy with how my jawline turns out. It's so defined. I really like that. It really does make a lot of difference. The liposuction on my neck and the elasticum band. I cannot even make double chin anymore. I usually can make it so easily, but I cannot do that anymore. It's so amazing. I'm so in love with how my jawline turns out and how my nose turns out. Oh yeah, I would like to comment a little bit on my nose. So even though right now it's still very swollen, I really do like the shape of my nose. Before it was pretty droopy. It's kind of like drooping down the nose point. I'll put on a picture right here so you can see. But right now it's more curved up. I like it that way. I request that to the doctor to get rid of the droopiness. And yeah, I like how the curve is from the side. And I can see that my nose is more pointier than before. That's what I also ask. I cannot wait to see until every swelling on my face is completely gone, so I can see the finished result of my cheeks, of my forehead, of my nose, of my jawline, of my everything. I can't wait to see everything after all the swelling is gone, and that would take about 3 to 6 months because the swelling would pretty much be gone in about the first month, actually. First 2 months, but there would still be some changes. So the swelling graph is like, it would go down very fast throughout the first 2 months, but then it would go down slowly until the 6th month. So yeah, finished product is gonna be on the 6th month from now. This is February 20th. April, May, June, July, August. August 20th is gonna be exactly 6 months from now, so maybe I will do an update by August. So that's it for my surgery vlog. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and I would really like to thank Beauty Korea for assisting my surgery. Without their help, it would be even more hard for me to communicate with the clinic. Beauty Korea has been helping me very much. They always provide me with transportation from the airport to my hotel, from my hotel tomorrow to the airport, and they also provide me with premium taxi every single time I need to visit my clinic, JW Clinic. So that's just some of the biggest reason why I use Beauty Korea service, because that's all provided for free. My goodness, it's all free. They also assist me in, you know, translating, because I only speak English and Bahasa Indonesia, and the clinic, some of the nurses can only speak Korean, and some of the doctors can only speak Korean as well. So having them there is also really does help a lot. I really do recommend you guys to try the neck liposuction and the elasticum band if you have double chin problem, because it completely disappears. It's amazing. Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Do you have any plans to go to Korea for surgery perhaps, or no? Or what are your thoughts on surgery? Please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, lots of love.